why do we have to talk about children in a different way than we talk about adults or other groups? So first, I usually say it's because we have an obligation. We have to, right? Children don't get to vote. That means that there is a de facto democratic deficit. Their voices are not represented. And there's also always a power imbalance. In any individual meeting between an adult and a child, there's a power imbalance. And it's not about what we wanted to do when we were kids. It's not what we wanted to do when we were teenagers, but it's what the kids today, in their unique situation today, and their knowledge that they have today, not us as kids. The next thing I just want to kind of talk about a bit is the rights-based approach. And I find it useful to talk about rights as opposed to talking about needs, because that's how we used to do it, or a different way of talking about it. And if we talk about needs, then we get to say things like, ooh, I'm helping, I'm such a good person, and I get to feel all warm inside because I'm doing good things. Now it's no longer extra points, right? This is now an obligation. We have to do this. This is 0. If we don't do it, we're on the minus. When we talk about rights, we have the rights owner, the subject of rights, the rights carrier, right? In this case, it's the kids. But for the convention, the actor, if someone has a right, someone else has an obligation to fulfill that right? And the actor is the state. This is the Swedish state. But what is the state? The state is all of us too, right? Everyone who's in a public sector, the municipalities, everyone who's working with kids in this public capacity are a part of this obligation. So we can think that, yes, it's great, and Sweden may have changed some laws and they're now in line with children's rights. But if we are not, like you mentioned, if we're not on the municipal level, if we don't make sure that those laws are followed in the day-to-day work with the individuals who are meeting the children, then it doesn't matter what the state signs. The convention also talks about 2 different kinds of rights. And I know you've talked a lot about this, but we talk both about protection and care, and we talk about participation. And in most cases, we're quite comfortable with the protection and care. We see a vulnerable child and we want to. It's biological. We want to take care of them, right? But true participation, that's us giving away power. That's not comfortable. And that's where we still struggle in Sweden, and where a lot of the criticism we get from the committee come on. It's about the participation and the respect of integrity of the most vulnerable children.